Till. When former slave Jordan Anderson was asked to come back and work for his old master, he replied with a deadpan letter asking for 52 years as back pay as proof of good faith. The letter has been described as a rare example of documented slave humor of the period. Till modern nuclear submarines are so well cloaked that in 2009, two French and British nuclear ballistic missile subs collided in the Atlantic Ocean by pure chance. Moving very slowly, they were able to detect each other just feet apart. Till that in 1938, at the age of 19, the eventual founder of Red Lobster Bill Darden opened a diner named the Green Frog and defied the laws of the southern state Georgia by refusing to segregate customers based on race. Till that both humans and domestic dogs elicit a dramatic increase of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, from the other when staring into each other's eyes. Similar to a human mother and her infant. Till two metal detectorists who thought they'd found a stash of Roman gold coins they estimated to be worth £250,000 discovered the coins were actually a worthless prop for TV show The Detectorists. Till Ryan Gosling gained 60 pounds by drinking melted ice cream to play the father in Peter Jackson's The Lovely Bones. He was then told he was too fat to play the part, and the role went to Mark Wahlberg. Till's production of Toy Story wrapped up in 1994. Pixar writer Andrew Stanton asked his coworkers during a brainstorming session, what if mankind had to leave Earth, and somebody forgot to turn off the last robot? 14 years later he answered his own question with the movie WALL-E in 2008. Till in 2016, a British man crowdfunded a 10-hour film of paint drying in order to force the British Board of Film Classification to watch it, as part of a protest against it. This is due to independent filmmakers needing to pay £1,000 per submission in order to be certified. The film received a U. Till Kano Jigoro, the father of judo, asked to be buried in his white belt to be remembered as a learner, and not the black belt master that he was. Till about the miracle on Dan Bus 4 where a mother and her son ran into each other after believing each had died in the Holocaust years earlier. Till many of the real facts printed inside Snapple bottle caps are outdated, incomplete, inaccurate or just plain false. Till after his son tragically died in a road accident caused by a pothole, Dadarao Bilher took it upon himself to fill potholes in and around Mumbai to prevent more accidents. Using sand, gravel, and cement gathered from building sites, he has filled 600 potholes since 2015 and is still on it. Till in 1984, an 8-year-old girl with sickle cell disease developed acute myeloid leukemia. To treat the cancer, the doctors gave her chemo and a stem cell transplant from her sibling. Not only did this cure her cancer, but it cured her SCD too. She remains disease-free nearly 3 decades later. Till the study that yielded the concept of the alpha wolf, commonly used by people to justify aggressive behavior, originated in a debunked model using just a few wolves in captivity. Its originator spent years trying to stop the myth to no avail. Till that an economist won the lottery 14 times by calculating when the jackpot was worth more than the cost of buying every possible number combination for that lottery. Till an ancient Greek philosopher was exiled for claiming the moon was a rock, not a god. Till that ferns, baby deer, are often left alone for hours while their mothers forage for food. Sometimes well-meaning people kidnap the fern thinking it's abandoned when it's really just waiting for its mom. Till that, in 1913, a Nebraska man took a butcher knife and threatened to kill his wife and newborn son. The mother left him, remarried, and had the boy's name changed to that of his stepfather. The boy, now known as Gerald Ford, later went on to become the 38th President of the United States. Till Alexa commercials are intentionally muted in the 3000 Hz to 6000 Hz range of the audio spectrum, which tips off the system that the Alexa phrase being spoken isn't in fact a real command, and should be ignored. Till. In the rock, paper, scissors game, on the first throw, paper is the best choice. Paper ties with paper and statistically, scissors is the least popular choice overall. Also, men favor rock. Till that Jane Minor, a slave born in 1792, was free due to her medical work during an epidemic in 1825. She spent her life buying the freedom of other slaves. She freed at least 16, some costing over $2,000, on a salary of around $2.05 per medical visit. Till of speed reader Kim Peek, who could read a book in an hour by scanning the left page with his left eye, then the right page with his right eye. He also had an exceptional memory, able to accurately recall the contents of 12,000 books. Till for the first time in 950 years, the Bayeux tapestry will leave France and go on display in Britain. It will take several years for the tapestry to be made ready to be moved. Till about Juneteenth, an American holiday that commemorates the June 19, 1865 announcement of the emancipation of enslaved African Americans throughout the former Confederate States of America. Till Japan has a national wolf association fighting to reintroduce wolves to the country to deal with a massive roaming deer population. Till in 2009, 9 women were rescued from what they thought was a Big Brother reality show house, but turned out to be a criminal organization. Till Hugh Jackman was inspired to quit playing Wolverine after having a conversation with Jerry Seinfeld about when to retire from a long-running series. Till about vanity sizing, which is the practice of assigning smaller sizes to clothing to flatter customers and encourage sales. For example, a Sears dress with a 32-inch (81 centimeters) bust was labeled a size 14 in the 1930s, a size 8 in the 1960s, and a size 0 in the 2010s. Till that Olympus Mons, the tallest known volcano in the solar system, has such a gradual slope that someone standing at the base couldn't see the summit because it's beyond the horizon. Till school bus yellow was specifically created for use on school buses at a conference in 1939. Attendees at the 7-day conference included paint experts from DuPont and Pittsburgh Paints. The color was chosen because it attracts attention and is noticed quickly in peripheral vision. Till that Country Time Lemonade has a program in place to help reimburse children that are fined for running lemonade stands. Till that Flossie Wong Stahl was the first researcher to clone HIV. She also completed genetic mapping of the virus, which made it possible to develop HIV tests. Till researchers have discovered that the most humane way to anesthetize octopuses is by dunking them in ethanol, a procedure with no lasting side effects. Till in 2016, the oldest living leap year baby celebrated her 25th birthday on her 100th year of life. Till the Nazis tried to hide the fact that the first gasoline car in Germany was made by a Jew. Till that Sam Houston, the general who led Texas to victory in its war for independence from Mexico and who served as its president during its 10 years of independence, was removed from office as governor of Texas when it seceded in 1861, after refusing to take an oath of allegiance to the Confederacy. Till of the song Presenco l'innocenzia all. It topped the Italian charts in the 70s, despite the lyrics being absolute nonsensical gibberish. It was meant to illustrate what American English sounds like to non-English speakers. Till of Wilmer McLean. After the Battle of Bull Run happened on his farm in Manassas, he moved his family to Appomattox Courthouse. 3 years later, Robert E. Lee surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant there. He purportedly said, "The war began in my front yard and ended in my front parlor." Till the Friends cast each receive $20 million royalties per year, and NBC receives $1 billion in revenue. Till the common black garden ant queen has an average lifespan of 15 years, with some living up to around 30. And while under laboratory conditions, workers can live at least 4 years. Watch your step. Till in Germany there exists the only tree in the world with its own mailing address. The matchmaking tree receives about 1,000 letters per year from singles looking for love. Anyone can take letters from the tree and respond. It is estimated the tree is responsible for over 100 marriages. Till that US sailors captured by North Korea were flipping the middle finger in photos to protest the propaganda on their treatment. The North Koreans for months photographed them without knowing the real meaning of the finger, while the sailors explained that the sign meant good luck in Hawaii. Till Marvel collected royalties from Hulk Hogan for 20 years, and it all stems from originally being introduced as the Incredible Hulk Hogan. Once WWF used it, they couldn't just drop the Incredible to avoid infringement. Had he been Hulk Hogan from the start, there wouldn't have been an issue. Till that after President Kennedy was shot, Jackie Kennedy wore her blood-soaked pink dress to both the hospital and the swearing-in of President Johnson. The unlaundered suit was donated to the National Archives and Records Administration, and will not be placed on public display until 2103. Till that most Asians suffer from lactose intolerance and that humans in general become lactose intolerant after weaning. It's only with the advent of agriculture that some races were able to properly digest milk and other dairy products, even if they're already adults. Till there's a 12-foot tall replica of the Washington Monument hidden under a manhole on the grounds of the monument. Its purpose is that of a surveying tool that's usually just a metal rod, but because of the location this special version was installed. Till that a calendar system for Mars has already been devised for potential future settlement. The calendar contains 24 months of 27 or 28 days each, named after Latin and Sanskrit constellation names. Till great white sharks do not mistake humans for seals, and often attack humans simply due to low visibility. Most importantly, they don't like the taste of humans as they are bony and low in fat and protein, unlike their preferred food, seals. Till that there is a law in Philippines that you can actually legally kill or physically injure your spouse or the person he or she is having a sexual intercourse with, when you caught them in the act while making love. Till the granite used to build the US Capitol is so radioactive that the building would fail federal safety codes regulating nuclear power plants,